think I didn't do my full research, but I believe you're the only guy to go 5 rounds with Khabib.
I think so. Yeah.
Dude, what was it like preparing for that? Like, was it something that you were kept up at night, like this guy's a fucking animal, or was it like, I think he's overrated, underrated? Like, how do you even prepare for a guy like Khabib, and what was it like fighting him?
So I didn't really prepare for. I got that fight on 36 hours notice.
That's right.
I was supposed to fight Paul Felder, and then
Tough matchup too, a very tough animal.
super tough.
Yeah,
totally different fight.
Yeah.
More of a stand-up focused fight. If anything, I was going to be the wrestler in that matchup, and then so I square up with Felder. We get on the bus. The counter thing with the bus, the dolly.
Ah, okay, yeah,
that
yeah.
happens. A bunch of Mike Chiesa got cut. He had to pull out of his fight. And then the next day, Max Holloway misses weight after Tony Ferguson tripped on the wire.
Yeah.
They flew him in. And I remember seeing Holloway on the Tuesday before, like when everybody shows up at the venue. And I was like, this guy's huge. I go, that guy's a 45-pounder? He had to be like 190 pounds. And then he was going to cut down to 155. And sure enough, the day of the weigh-ins, I weighed in. I go back up to my room. I'm rehydrating. And they said, I remember I looking through Twitter, like, this guy's, they're calling him out. They're not letting him cut any more weight. And right away, I was like, I got to get in there. I got to figure out a way to get this fight,
So what was that like? Did you get your agent to start placing the right calls? You tweet at somebody? Like, how did you get your name in the ring?
Yeah, I was talking to my manager, and he was talking to them, and then I'm looking on Twitter, and it's like Anthony Pettis is in, and then Anthony Pettis is out, and then it was like Felder, me. I just went downstairs, and I at the time Sean Shelby. He was not very happy with me. We had been arguing over. We had some words on the phone, maybe a month before that. So he was definitely not excited to see me, and I was just yelling at him from across the room. I was like, Shelby, I'm your guy. He was just like this. He was like, oh God. And then sure enough, I got a call like a half an hour later to come downstairs and weigh. They wanted to weigh my underwear. Because I weighed in, championship weight is 156. So championship weight is 155, and I weighed in at 155.2.
So they wanted to see if your underwear was 0.2.
So, yeah, so then they would make it a title fight. It was 0.2. I made the weight, and I was talking to Dr. Sherry. She was the team doctor at the time. I'm like, Sherry, should I put like water on the underwear to make it heavier? She was like, let's weigh it. We weighed it. She was like, it's 0.2. If this scale is good, you'll be good. Don't put water in it. So and she was like, I think you'd be. It might have been like 0.1, and then like it might have like sometimes been 0.2. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know. So I went down. Sure enough, the athletic commission didn't. They wouldn't acknowledge the difference in weight with the underwear. So it technically wasn't a title fight, I guess. But Dana White said if I won, I still would have got the title and whatever. But yeah, that was the craziest 3-day span. Find out now I got the fight, and the next day is the fight. So like between the bus thing on Thursday, finding out on Friday, actually fighting on Saturday. It's like, if there's 3 days that are crazier than that, I don't know.
When this type of stuff is happening, are you a guy that just loves the pressure? Like, the more chaos, the better? Or was this just like, oh my gosh, like this is almost like too much is going on? Like, I just want to know who it is, when to show up, and just have me go do it. Because I think there's so many nerves behind the scenes too of like competing that it's already stressful enough, or you get nervous enough knowing who it is, but then when everything starts getting rotated around and there's all these moving pieces, what was that like?
I wanted that. Once I was like, I can get this fight. I'm in the mix for it. Pettis, I think, kind of priced himself out of it. I don't think he wanted that fight. He was like, yeah, I'll do it for like $3 million, and they were like, no. So you kind of know where his head's at, and then he was supposed to fight Chiesa. Chiesa got cut. I was like, I kind of like made up my mind. I was like, I'm fighting this guy. Like, it's gonna happen.
Were you and Felder competing to get that spot a little bit?
Yeah, I think
he
so.
was jockeying too.
Yeah.